Sis Crystal with Hattis Hierophant, and I am your tarot reader. Welcome to your August 2020 general reading. And the center of your reading, Aries, is that of the Chariot. I love this energy for you. I like it because it's a major arcana. So we can expect this fast moving energy for the next few months to come, at the very least, at least into the next full moon. It's also Cancerian energy. So I don't know if there is a Cancer that's going to be in your midst for a little while, or if perhaps this Cancer is like in your moon or Venus energy, perhaps. But this is an energy of progression. This is an energy of achievement. This is an energy of pushing forward despite trials and tribulation, despite adversity. I feel like that we are really going to start moving forward, because I see in the spirit world that it's been moving slower than you would like. As a matter of fact, let's go into that. So we're going to go into your moon energy. This is where you resonate. This is also where spirit is working in your favor. Thank you, Aries. I just heard you say slow down. And you have that of the Knight of Pentacles, along with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So I don't know if some of us have been looking for that job offer. I feel like that whatever it is. So whatever it is you've been waiting for has been taking a long time. So you haven't heard about, are we going back to work? If you put in out applications, you haven't heard word back. If you kind of said, hey, I want you to be my boo, what are you thinking? They're kind of like, I don't know. You're like, it's like you've been waiting. But it's okay, Aries. The reason why you've had this stagnation, the reason why it's been taking so long, you've needed this necessary rest. And the only way that it was going to happen was for spirit to actually make it happen. Because this energy of the Knight of Pentacles is very purposeful and deliberate, right? So that's how come it's been moving a bit slower. The opportunities that have been moving a bit slower for you, getting feedback has been slower for you. And I understand it's been a little bit frustrating. I feel that. But it's been completely necessary. We're going to expand on that in a little bit so we can see exactly what that means for you. But before we do that, my love, let's go into your sun energy. This is your ego. This is where you show up to us. And we have that of the Ten of Cups. I love that energy. The Six of Pentacles along with the Five of Cups. The energy I'm getting from this here, it's you've been slipping in and out of like little small, I don't want to say depressions, and please, I hope that's not a trigger. It just feels like hopelessness. You've been kind of and it's not like a detrimental hopelessness. You've just been kind of dipping into like, woe is me. That's better. You've been dipping into woe is me because of this stagnation that you've been experiencing, because you're just so used to things moving fast, going quick. I want it done now. And that not knowing has been, it hasn't been annoying you. It just feels like, it just feels uneasy. That's still not the right word. It hasn't been a good feeling. Let's say that. That's better. But what I do like is I see this energy here as family has really been supporting you. And because this is in your ego energy, I feel like this doesn't feel like present, right? This feels like past. It feels like your family, you've been getting like family support, and whether it's financial or whether it's just through, emotional support. I feel like you've been getting that from family and friends, whomever you consider your family. And sometimes it's just your good friends. All right. Now, in your immediate present, what I see is it's still coming up as the past. This is very interesting. So I see that of the Nine of Wands. Apparently we need to talk about this along with the Nine of Pentacles. So these are two nines along with the Chariot. And the reason why I'm putting those together, nines are endings, right? They're ending of cycles. So something new can begin. And I always get with this energy of the past work that we've put in that has exhausted us, to where we look back at it and we feel like that all that work we put in was just like, where'd it get me now? Where'd it put me now? That's what happens when you look back at it. and you really don't see how forward it really has propelled you. And that's what this energy is. It has developed you into who you are, that Aries that you are, that individual that you are. And Aries, you are an individual. There's no other sign that's remotely like you. This is true. And this energy here is being okay with that. Being okay with your authentic self and not giving a damn if someone doesn't like it. Sorry. Whew. I felt that energy for you, Aries. Ooh. See, you see, you gave me that warrior energy. Okay, let's expand. I'm hoping that we can get some more present information. I felt like we had to touch on some of these past things to kind of bring you to the present. So let's see here. Okay, got extra card there. I'm not against that. Wow, you know what's interesting? I think just about every reading I've done, we've gotten the Three of Swords, and we're going to go over that, okay? And I feel like there's a lot of us are doing a lot of healing. A lot of us are doing physical healing. A lot of us are doing emotional healing, and not just in, what's happening currently, but because we have had this downtime, and especially you, this stagnant time, to where you've kind of been in your headspace a lot, rethinking and reliving past situations. Now, let's get back to the show here. So I expanded on that Knight of Pentacles, and I have that of the Star, which is Aquarius energy, along with that of the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. Yeah, just like we were saying before, the reason why things have been moving a bit slower for you is so that these hopes and dreams and these wishes could develop. And I feel like, okay, so the picture I'm actually getting you in this forest, Aries, and you are looking for that North Star to bring you home, to take you to that place of security, to take you to that place of belonging, is what I'm hearing. And this is how you're going to get there. You see, Spirit is taking you to that place of belonging. And that's what that three is. That Three of Wands is your place, your journey, right? Spirit is getting you closer and closer to what you are manifesting. Now, when I expand on that King of Cups, I have that that Knight of Cups, I have the King of Pentacles. And this is where that Three of Pentacles is showing up. Now, before I move on to the next energy, this King of Pentacles, he is all about, he knows hard knocks. He's been broke, right? He's been on the streets. Like he knows what it's like to lose a loved one. He knows what it's like to have his heart broken, right? But he's learned from those things to gain his wealth. He realizes that even though he looks like he is wealth on the outside, he is wealthy in the inside from the things that he have learned from these hard knocks, from these heartbreaks, right? And then we have that of the Lover's energy here. And I really do feel that there's a healing here. I feel like there's a healing that needs to start with you. I feel like that some of you are already on that journey of healing that part of you. And I feel like some of you need some healing physically too. Yeah. Like I see it all in the legs. I see it in the legs and the knees and your feet and your ankles. So there's some lower parts of your body that needs some healing. I actually see you in like a tub of like a ice bath. I feel like that'll help you. Or whatever part of your body that feels swollen or hot, I feel like it needs to go into an ice bath. I am no medical doctor. I'm just a tarot reader. I'm just expressing to you what I see. Okay. And then I also have some Gemini energy here too. And Gemini energy, normally when I see that, that's about communication. I automatically go to the throat chakra. So I don't know if you're not communicating everything you need to the people who you consider your family. Although they've been super supportive, but I feel like that you need it a different way. And you're almost afraid to say it because they have been so supportive and you know it's been coming from a loving place. But it's just not hitting you directly, right? And I feel like we need to kind of communicate that. And I feel like that when we do communicate at Aries, just a little, little side note here, when you first say, hey, if you could just show me, in this way, you're going to get a little pushback or a little side eye in the beginning, but eventually they're going to appreciate it because they do love you and they want to give you that love, that care, exactly how you want it and how you deserve it, really. All right, so I expanded on that Page of Pentacles, and I have that of the Empress and the Three of Pentacles and that of the Seven of Wands. So it looks like to me, Aries, in true Aries style, it looks like that in order for us to get back to work, because this feels work related, or to where we need to get our finances back up, we are going to have to fight for it a little bit, right? So if you haven't received any unemployment or any assistance and you know you're supposed to get it, then you need to make some calls, write some letters, etc., etc. If some of you are up for promotion, right? You're just not going to get it by sitting there and it's like, oh my gosh, Aries is great. No, they know you're great, but so is that Capricorn, so is that Sagittarius, so is that Virgo, right? So you need to be like, speak up. You're going to have to kind of let them know that, like, no, I'm the person for the gig. I'm the person for the job. And when you do, as you're speaking it up, right, it's going to light something in you. That's what I'm seeing. Because it's almost like as you're talking up, and be like, man, I am pretty good. And as a matter of fact, you know how much money I deserve? I deserve more than what I put on that application. I deserve $20,000 more, and you're going to get it. You're going to get it. All right. My ears just started ringing. For those, and I have the chills. That message is for someone specific. If there's something you need to fight for, Aries, you're the frickin' warrior. Fight. You'll get more than what you asked for. You'll get more than what you deserve. Okay. All right, I'm trying to keep everything in my mouth. What is happening? Jeez Louise, can we be classy? Okay, I'm gonna expand in your ego energy. That was amazing. So we have some Capricorn energy that is showing up, along with some Libra energy that is showing up, and we have some Libra energy also in your moon. So for sure, Libra energy is all about it's all about love and prosperity and intimacy, and it's also about that thing that you have. It's like this charisma, to where it's like when you walk by, people are like, you see that Aries? Hey Aries. Like I've noticed you before, but now it's just like this Libra and Venus energy is happening. Of course, it's not going to go down like that, but I'm just saying that's what that energy kind of spills on you. All right, back to the show. I expanded on that Ten of Cups, and I got that Devil energy along with that Ace of Cups. So, I did feel some Capricorn energy there, but this is what I'm getting. So I don't know if, number one, there's some Capricorn energy that you are, that's in your, how can I put this? That's making you mentally crazy. Like you keep replaying things in your head. Whatever that is, I feel like it's not for you, Aries. I feel like that if there is a Capricorn that you're dealing with, it feels like, when you try to put two magnets together and they and you feel like they should be attracting, but they're not. Like that's how I feel. I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you in this Capricorn, for those of you who are dealing with the Capricorn, right? And it could be their moon, Venus, or sun. And some of you, in relationship to that, need to let go of whatever this attraction you have that's not working, because it's almost addictive, that feeling you get thinking about it, right? Because listen, it feels pretty cool when you take two magnets together, like that feeling of coming together and being forced apart, coming together and being forced apart. There's something that's comforting in that. And you're taking comfort in that. And I feel like that the comfort's not there. And when we move past that, when we finally move past it, there's a new love. There's a new focus. And some of us, it has nothing to do with the Capricorn. It just has something to do with that we're obsessed about something. I don't know what it is. That there's like an obsession or an addiction or something that has us emotionally. It has our heart chakra. And I see like your ankle being shackled, and it's like a chain and you can only go so far. And don't get comfortable with that, is the message I'm getting. I expand on that 5 of Cups, and I have that of the High Priestess and the 2 of Wands. The High Priestess is at work. I think she showed up into every reading, and without getting too like out there, I mean, as she should, because we're all becoming enlightened, right? We're all feeling these feelings, we're all having these sightings and dreams, and like, okay, I'm trying not to go too far here, but she's showing up in your ego energy, and because it is with that 2 of Wands, she is directing your steps. That world you see in his hand is yours. I expanded on that 6 of Wands, and we have that of the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and that Ace of Pentacles. So that's where that Libran energy, that's where I was picking up on that there. But what I'm feeling here, because that Queen of Swords, she's a very to the point type person. And this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like we need to get rid of all that minutia. I feel like we're dealing with a lot of minutia here. Things that, it's like, I feel like we're carrying around things that we don't need because it makes us feel secure. You don't need all these wands. Like, let's cut the crap. That's what I'm hearing. Let's cut the crap. We don't need all these wands to get here. These are both showing up in your sun energy. This is new love, new health, new wealth, new job, new career. But we have to be real about what exactly we want to carry into this newness. Because there's some things you just don't need that you've been carrying around for a while. Okay. Let's expand on your immediate present, my love. Now, when we're talking about your immediate present, we're talking about if we continue to stay with this energy, right? Because I can't fool around with free will. But what I can tell you is that if we stay in this energy of the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and we let go of that devil energy, and we go about our path that's for us, and we listen to that intuitive messages, those intuitive messages that the High Priestess is sending to us, this is a great possibility that this is gonna be our immediate present. All right, let's expand. You know, Aries, you have such this, sometimes I think you get a bad rap, right? Because you do have that responsibility of being the first, right? Being the baby, and being the warrior. But by golly, there's not an Aries that I haven't met that wasn't a ton of fun. This is true, right? Because you have this childlike energy, right? You have this childlike humor. All the Aries I know, they have this laugh that if you're not laughing, no matter how grumpy you are, just listening to them laugh, all of a sudden your belly aching laughing. That's an Aries. When they're in their sun energy, stop it. That's you. And this is what I'm feeling, that we need to tap into that energy, that lightheartedness, that childlike energy. Because here you have the Six of Cups along with the Page of Wands, and that's also young spirit energy, right? That's that energy of, I want to ride the bike. Oh, yeah, I'm going to ride it down the hill, right? Because as a child, you don't know better, right? And it's fun as all get out. But by the time you're an adult, you're like, nope, I'm not going down that hill. I'm going to break a hip. This is going to assist you in your immediate present for that next step, for that next move. And that next move is obviously going to be a partnership. And we also have the Ace of Swords. So there is there's something you need to get to the point, right? So I don't know if we're looking for that new partnership, or if there's this relationship, or there's some communication that needs to happen to where it's just like, Aries, get to the point, tell me. And Aries, be prepared. And we've talked about that. Be prepared that if you can give it straight, take it straight, right? And that's what this is. That's this partnership. If you fold this card in two, they're twins. They understand each other. So it's okay if we have these conversations like, hey, I have these new ideas. I have these new ways, this new way of thinking, this new way of doing. That's what that Ace of Swords is about. And it is with this Nine of Pentacles. There's this new you that you're revealing. And I just get that energy like, take it or leave it. This is me, Aries. I like that energy. Okay, I expand on that Chariot, and we have that of the Nine of Cups. Love that energy. We have another sword, King of Swords, along with the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, at the same time as these messages are downloading and the pictures that I'm seeing, I'm trying to read the cards at the same time. Sometimes it's hard, Aries. Be patient with me, please. So listen, obviously there's a manifestation that's going to be happening in our immediate present. And because it is coupled with the Chariot, which is your overall energy that touches your moon energy, that touches your ego energy, we can expect this to resonate all the way through. This is manifestation coming true because we put the work in. We just can't say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. First, you have to say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Then you have to start imagining what it looks like to lose 10 pounds. And then you have to start changing your diet, maybe getting, involved in a little bit more activity. Like there's work that has to be done for you to get to that 10 pounds. It's just not, I'm going to wish it. Some people may say that can happen, and maybe for some people it does. But this energy does not represent that. This represents it coming true because you started here with the thought first. You put the work in, and Spirit gave you that little spiritual mojo to help you along. And then we have that of the King of Swords. He doesn't fool around. And you know what? You're not a fool around kind of person. And I mean that from the standpoint of like, just get to the point. I don't have time for this. I don't have time. When you dilly-dally, when things come to me a little bit here and a little bit there, it just causes me anxiety and sleepless nights. I want to expand on that. And then we're going to wrap it up, Aries. And then we're going to wrap it up. Yeah. So I have this Queen of Pentacles. And what I like about this energy here, and because this kind of ends your reading from the Chariot, the King of Swords, that Nine of Cups, and we have two nines. There is this, I don't know why this would end the reading though. There is this feminine energy that has been following you around. It's been plaguing you. And Spirit is just saying, just like cut it off. I feel like there's like a cord, a spiritual cord that's connected to this feminine energy. Does not represent sex, right? It can be a man or a woman. But there's something about this energy that is hindering you from your manifestation because it's taking up some of your manifestation thought process. And it may be an earth sign. And we had that Capricorn energy there. Listen, Aries, only you know. But I did get that message of cut that spiritual cord. All right, why am I cutting cards? It's time for your angel card. All right, this is your angel card for August, and it is that of support. We've been talking about this, right? We've been talking about how you've been feeling supported by your family and what you consider your family. And although the support is lovely, it's okay to communicate like, hey, I really love that you're bringing me grilled cheese sandwiches every day to make sure that I eat, but I'm lactose intolerant, right? Speak up. All right, Aries, I absolutely adore you. I hope you have a wonderful August, and I'll see you next month.